Hey, listen, I want to just kick this thing off and ask you a question. Can I ask you that question? I'm gonna ask it anyway. Which one of you is winning the battle today? Right? I mean, we've got two sides of us. We've got the side that says I can. We have the side that says I can't. We have the side that says I'm unstoppable. We have the side that says, who do you think you are? We have the side that goes on and on and on about the battle that goes on with it between these 6 inches for me or 8 inches between ear to ear and the stinking thinking that runs the show, man. So I'm challenging you today. Ask yourself who and what side, who's winning the battle? Which one of you is winning the battle? And what are you going to stop? Self sabotaging yourself. Stop being influenced subconsciously, right? The subconscious is not always bad, right? Understanding how you can manipulate the subconsciousness to become your friend. I use manipulate. How about influence? How about navigate, right? As some words around that so that you can reset where you are. And that conversation that starts out in the morning, I mean, mine this morning, listen, I'm not exempt from this message either. Mine this morning was, man, I really had to turn the fuel on. You know, right? I am worthy of success. Nothing will stop me from reaching my destiny. I will not be denied. I serve, seek, and provide a message for people just like I seek to find a message for myself. I am simple, but I am worthy. Just whatever it takes to hit the reset from whatever struggle you may have had the night before, from whatever struggle you woke up with just because of where you are in your home. And because of this reality, I believe this is the biggest opportunity we all have, right? This who wins the battle every day, right? They always say, what is it that they say that the one who wins is the one you feed the most, right? It's the lion on one side and the deer on the other, well, antelope, whatever the lions chase. You get the picture. Who is it that you're listening to and why? And are you willing to change? Are you willing to make some differences in that conversation? Because it's possible to do all that, right? So if you're interested in learning how to do all that, you know, let's just connect later on because I just want to speak to you today, those of you who are fans of Conversations with Jeff, and say thank you for all that you've done for us and to continue to share and subscribe and like our information that we have and give us a review, right? Anyone, please give us a review when you can. Those are very helpful and powerful. And we're beginning to get back on track now as to what our real consistent message is all about. So, with your help, let's finish Q4 2025 on fire. Stepping into what our real purpose at Conversations with Jeff is twofold. One is to bring guests in from all over the world with different backgrounds, different experiences, but the common denominator is the willingness to share their stories, a willingness to give you some empowering tools to use right then and right that moment, right? I mean, we have all types, you know, from relationships to business development to, oh man, just a holistic aspect of life and medicine. And, you know, just go back and check some of the recordings out. I encourage you to do that. And remember when you're doing it, please, please, please know that you make this whole thing possible for us. So these speakers that come in and do that stuff, man, we've looked at doing some things here recently and collaborating with Comeback King Enterprises, who is a entity that provides training and education and consulting and speaking for folks that are interested in hearing the message. More importantly, understanding how you can come back, using the power of your comeback and why the comeback is so important, man. And so oftentimes we slow down and we hold ourselves back because we're in the struggle. But the struggles are necessary. Listen, they are. That's just the facts of life. The struggles are necessary for those of you who want to become more than you are today. The struggles are necessary for those of you that know you're meant for more, right? And it just, you know, what does it say? You can't have sadness without happiness. You can't have joy without despair, right? Those things are just the necessary dynamics of how the world works. So anyway, listen. Today in Conversations with Jeff, first of all, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Jeff Tyson, and I'm affectionately known as the Comeback King and host of Conversations with Jeff International. And man, we had a tough time getting here today, 30 minutes late. Usually it's 11 o'clock, the show starts. But we keep showing up. We keep working through these things that happen. That's real life stuff, right? So I'm in a weird space and I'm on my phone and I think half my face over here is in the shadows. Hey, it's just where it is, right? But I'll tell you, man, see this little cool necklace? Hey, my grandson made this and he and his sister were fighting over it. So I asked if I could have it and they let me have it, man. Woo, but listen, it's all about family for me and the gift of being able to be a part of their lives, man, to just, you know, laugh and play and all that. It's just amazing. Anyway, you're not here for that. So I want to ask you this question and I'll move on. What are you willing to do if of the possibility of the conversation you're having with yourself about yourself, the conversation you talk to yourself about yourself, what if that thing really can become a tool that can change where you are, change the struggle, eliminate a lot of the things that you face every day with some work and effort? It ain't gonna happen without some effort. It ain't gonna happen without some work. But if that is a possibility, put in the chat possibility and let's connect. Because man, I'm sick and tired of people saying, oh, I can't do it and I don't have the money, I don't have the experience, I don't have the connections, right? I mean, you know everybody, oh man, he can do it because he's got this or he's got this connection. Hang on a second here, guys. Yeah. Oh man, this is a beautiful thing here. So you get the picture. But the necessary gift that we all have around this conversation we have with ourselves can really make a difference. So, but I want to talk to you today really about something that we're excited about, man, and it's really in collaboration with Comeback King Enterprises, and it's a series of fireside chats and summits between now and the end of the year, and it's all based around hmm, from heartbreak to healing, pathways to extraordinary love after divorce, right? And all the things that go along with the divorce that happens to people, right? I mean, some folks are like, man, will I ever be trust again? Will I ever be able to trust again? Will I ever feel worthy of love? How many out there know people that are like, man, I don't want to think about it anymore. I just want to do what I want to do. That really they want to just hide because they've been beaten and feel terrible about it. I mean, I know what that feels like, so I want you to know that there is some hope out there, right? There is some hope, man. Right? So I have a couple of notes here, guys, but I want to make sure that you know that wherever you are in the phase of divorce or in marriage, and if things are going well, then you should be part of this summit and fireside chat series because there's going to be something in there between now and the end of the year. We're going to have the 30 to 40, 50 possibly speakers and experts in this space. And we're going to throw some little twist type perspectives in there just to kind of get you off your center, make you think about some things, right? All we want to do is give you the idea that it's possible, show you how it's possible, and then it's up to you. What I'm talking about is possible is finding self-love, forgiving yourself first, and finding self-love, right, which is necessary, and resetting yourself, rebuilding yourself from the inside out, and know that it's possible, right? I mean, that's the facts of it, right? So, what did I say? Are you one that feels like, well, will I ever be able to trust again? Will I feel worthy of love? And here's the hit, right? Will I ever heal from betrayal? Will I ever heal from being the betrayer? Will I ever heal from the devastation of loss, man? That's a tough one. But I'm living proof that you will heal. I'm living proof that with some work and some surrender and some applications that you're going to gain from these fireside chats and summits, yes, you can. And your life can be better than you ever imagined, like mine is right now. So what am I saying to you? Yes, you can heal. And the next steps start right here. You guys can read that information, right? So You're looking to release the shame and the guilt and all that heavy baggage that you've been carrying and struggles and suffocations from. You hear dogs in the background where I'm at. Oh man, listen. All I can tell you is that don't let nothing get in the way of doing what you're supposed to do. Right? And I'm supposed to be here today, and it's not the best conditions, but you know what? We're here. So when you hear this recording, man, make sure you give us a thumbs up and let us know how we're doing in that space, right? So as I wrap up today, I want to give you a couple of things, man, just to know for those of you that are hearing what I'm saying or know somebody that needs to hear what I'm saying. Here's a couple, four things you're going to walk away from with some tools, right? Some tools to help you release the burden and the pains of the shame and the guilt and the regrets and the pain of loss, right? Steps to build confidence in yourself. Oh man, how many of us could use some confidence steps? Not only in relationships, maybe it's in your business, maybe it's in your health, maybe it's in finally getting over that diet piece where you not just lose 20 pounds and gain 30 pounds, or you stop eating something and you go the other way, eat way too much of the other. I mean, you know what I mean, right? Build some confidence and trust. I like this one. I like this one. Insights to rediscover. I like them all, but this one's something I know people are looking for. Insights to rediscover unshakable love. Shaken, but not broken, baby. Huh? Come on, man. You are worthy of it. For those of you that are out there looking for it, I can tell you you're worthy of it. And then the last piece of this whole thing is hope, baby. Right? No more trapped by hate and anger and frustration. Focusing on building hope, connecting, reconnecting with hope, man. When I realized that, man, I didn't have to, it's possible that I could, somewhere down the future, feel good about myself, let alone the relationship and none of that other stuff, that I could stop hurting and feeling bad about myself because of the way things ended up. First of all, forgive myself, not beat myself up continuously like I was doing. And then find some peace in my life one more time. So when I tell you it's possible, I'm no different than you. And these fireside chats and these speakers. So what are you going to do? You're going to go through this description, fill out your information. You do have to do the registration because it's not stream broad. It's going to be a Zoom invite. So fill out the information, name, address, not address, email address, name, and phone number. Click the link, and then you'll start the wheel. You'll start to get some emails that say, hey, welcome, best decision you ever made. Hey, oh, by the way, you're going to get an opportunity to get lifetime access, right? For those of you that know that this is something that you need and there's a lot of information generally, and you want to listen to it over and over again because you're really ready to do some different things in your life. You're really ready to make a difference in your life. Man, this piece is important. That VIP option that's in there, it's 47 bucks, and you are going to get Fireside Chat. People, listen to me closely. You get the opportunity to be part of the VIPs from here to the end of the year. So what does that mean? Well, in the summits, we're going to have, 15 or so speakers, and those speakers are going to drop some powerful nuggets for you, and they're going to give away free gifts. So the value of what we're talking about, man, it's going to be between $30,000 to $50,000 in value, right? You get an hour of discovery call with me, which is $1,000 value, right? Because we were in that summit, in that conversation, we really sit down, man, and go back. I share my process and the people that helped me get it and how they helped me. Just like, and so it's just amazing. Don't miss the VIP option. If it doesn't work, I'll give you your money back twice, right? You got to do the work, man. I guarantee you. So it's a no-brainer. So anyhow, what are you going to do as I leave you alone? You want to go back, fill out that link, get the big opportunities. They're going to be VIP in the summits, but they're going to be more than $47. And they're going to be limited to that particular summit. You, Fireside Chat people, will get access to the remaining summits, which we're going to have two more. They don't want to miss out on that. So, hey, as I say to you, let me make sure I got everything together here, man, because I've been moving different places. I got stuff all over the place. I do want to ask you, what's one thing that you want to take some action on right now? Is removing the shame, lifting up the burden of the guilt and the regret? What's one thing? Maybe it's something else for you that you want to take action on right now. And put that in the chat or the comment section of this chat, and let's discuss it. So tomorrow, 11 o'clock Central Time. The rest of the information is in the link. We're going to kick off the second Fireside Chat. And I got to tell you, the first one, man, it was phenomenal. We laughed, we cried, we peeled off the mask and got deep down into the grind of things and how that was so important to the overcoming of all the things that people were being held back by, right? And it's elevating, man. Everybody got elevated. It was amazing. So that's what you have to look forward to. So anyhow, sorry about the lateness. And as always, I always say to the folks in Conversations with Jeff, don't let nothing stop you from reaching your destiny. You shall not be denied. You are worthy of. You are worthy of the purpose and the vision that you have been given. And people try and steal it, but don't let them. People try and tell you, are you crazy? But don't listen to them as, walk away. Change the circle of influence. And don't let that stinking thinking keep showing up, keep tripping you anymore. Oh, boy, I'm going to tell you something. I keep going, man. Listen, fill out the information. It's in here because that's the only way you're going to be able to get access to the Fireside Chat. Tell your friends about it. Cut yourself some slack. Put down the bat. And let's change that conversation you're having with yourself about yourself today. I ask you one thing today, to do one thing. When you start to say, I can't, stop. When you start to get all fired up around things around the world that you can't control, man, and I know it's crazy, boy. Listen, I'm working on it, man. I'm really working on it because I'm finding myself distracted too. But love always wins over hate, baby. So let's find the love today. Find the love in yourself. And when that stinking thinking shows up, remember what I said. You got an option. You can pay attention to it. Say, oh, crap, man, this is what Jeff's talking about. I do feel energy being drained when I start talking about things I can't control, about the news or politics or whatever it is. Or I listen to my friend. I do feel my body just feel like shrinking in the circles that I'm in. That alone, pay attention to where you are and what's impacting you and how you feel. That's it. Pay attention to what is impacting you and how you feel about it. Because then you'll really start to understand what I'm talking to you about. The mastering the stinking thinking, which is a constant job, will almost guarantee you an attitude shift. It will almost give you a shot of energy that you were like, wow, where did that come from? It comes from here. What we say to ourselves is what we be to ourselves. Write that down. What we say to ourselves is what we be to ourselves. Stop being the reason. Stop being the reason why you keep stumbling. Stop being the reason why the thermostat keeps getting turned back down when you're doing some amazing things. And now all of a sudden you're picking some stuff up and getting in the way of yourself. Fill out the information. Be part of the Fireside Chat. And I've been talking to these men, talking to the folks that we're inviting, and it's just like, wow, it's amazing people all over the world, man. All right. I keep saying I'm going to go, man, but I have so much more to say, but I'm not going to. Have a fantastic day. Fill out the information that's in the comment section. Got any problems at all, DM me because I want you to be a part of this session. Fireside Chat tomorrow, 11 o'clock Central. VIP is certainly an option. It's free if you don't want the VIP, but I encourage you to consider it. And lastly, if you want the first Fireside Chat, put me in there and we'll see about getting it to you. All right? All right. Hey, I'm out of here. Have a fantastic day. And as we always say at the end of Conversations with Jeff International, is that we believe in you. And when you look in the mirror, when you look in that mirror, baby, look back at that person that's looking back at you. Look deep into their eyes and tell them they are amazing. You are worthy. I will work for whatever it is that I desire. I don't look for handouts. Whatever happened in my childhood only prepared me for the test of time is right now. Thank you for whatever you've been through. Find joy in the struggle. Shake it off. The mirror is magic. All right. Have a fantastic day. I put my information in the chat too if you need to have a conversation with me. And fellas, let's connect. For those of you that really know it's time to surrender the pride and the bullheadedness and all the other things so we can get out of our own way and begin to really enjoy this thing called life and begin to really be part of a real relationship and stop being the problem in the relationship but the solution. All right. Have a great day, folks. See you tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Bye-bye.